A couple, man named Chris, 20s, and a woman named Amy, 20s, are sitting at the table at their usual local diner since childhood. The two are celebrating their 13-year anniversary at their favorite place where they usually eat on every date. Inside was decorated with a whole bunch of candlelights, roses, cut-up paper hearts, and a huge sign saying, "Happy Anniversary, Amy." They gave each other kisses on the cheek while having a conversation. Amy: "Hey babe, this is all too sweet. How are you able to afford all this?" Chris: "Well, I have my ways." Oh. Well,
Do
no.
you want me to read it while I'm here?
No, I'm going to read it.
Okay.
I'm going to read it. Chris: "Well, I have my ways." Oh, and by the way, not Chris, Robert, how much time do we have?
You got a good amount of time.
Okay, thank you. Amy: "Hey babe, this is all too sweet. How are you able to afford all this?" Chris: "Well, I have my ways." Amy stares at Chris, kept skeptical at first due to his strange behaviors lately. Amy: "It's just I've never seen you go all out on our anniversary. You normally like to keep it simple." Chris: "I just really love you, that's all." Amy: "I love you too, babe." Amy and Chris kiss each other on the lips. They both start holding hands at the table. Amy: "Nothing can ever come between." Chris's cell phone goes off. He looks down at the table. He looks down at his phone. He smiles with passionate joy until he forgets about Amy in front of him. Amy: "What's going on here?" Chris looks up at Amy and stops smiling instantly. Chris: "Oh, will you excuse me please for a moment?" Amy: "Okay." Chris gets up from the table, heading towards the men's restroom. He stands by the door, hiding from Amy answering his call. Chris: "Hello." Amy: "Hi, sugar. Can you come pick me up tonight?" Chris: "What for?" Delilah: Silly, for our date at this nice restaurant." Chris: Delilah: "But what? You promised me." Chris: "I know, but I'm already doing that with my girlfriend. It's our anniversary." Delilah: "You said you still coming. You can't just stand me up, and I know you're not the type of guy that will stand me up. Got it?" Chris: "Like now?" Delilah: "Yeah, now. What the fuck else do you think?" Chris: "Look, I just can't bail out on my girlfriend like that on our date just to satisfy you, just because you're lonely, miserable, and desperate to fuck any guy at any pleasurable moment." Delilah: "Look, I may not have my life well put together, but you're going to ditch your little bitch of a girlfriend to go out with me to this nice special restaurant." Chris: "And if I don't?" Delilah: "I'm pregnant with your baby." Chris: "Wait, what? You hardly even put out." Delilah: "Well, I am now." Chris: "Delilah, just stop right now." Delilah: "I just took a pregnancy test this afternoon, and I'm warning you, if you stand me up on my special night, me and my baby are packing our bags to Portland, Oregon. So what's it gonna be, babe?" Chris struggles to cope with cheating on his girlfriend with her best friend that is carrying his baby. I put which is a lie, but it's really not a lie. So I meant to cross that out. It's not really a lie. She's really pregnant. Anywho, he looks back at Amy sitting waiting for him. Chris: "Okay, I'm on my way." Delilah: "See you soon, babe." Chris: "You too. Bye." Chris immediately hangs up the phone. He walks away from the bathroom doorway as another man cusses him out for blocking the exit. Amy sees what's happening while he comes to the table. Amy: "Is everything okay with you and him?" Chris: "Everything's fine. He's just a prick." Amy: "Well?" Chris: It's work related." Chris stands up while grabbing his jacket. Chris: "I gotta get going." Amy: "You can't just get up and leave on our anniversary." Chris: "I know. I'm sorry. I promise I will make it up to you by returning back as soon as I can, babe." Amy looks at Chris and sighs. Amy: "All right. I'm sorry that I overacted a little. You promise you'll make it back in time for me, will you? Chris, yes. And I promise that I will make it back in time for us. Chris leans to kiss Amy. Chris, I have a special secret for you in the bedroom when we get back home. Amy can't hardly wait. Chris gets up and leaves while a small pouch of pills. Chris gets up and leaves while a small pouch of pills falls out of Chris's pocket with a note. Amy notices but thinks nothing of it while shaking her head and sitting there and waiting.